prince? That man was an absolute beast. Kept me up all night, 17 rounds. Every night I played it just like Tusi taught me, keeping him hooked. Once he got a taste, he had zero interest in anyone else. That is, until one banquet. He lost a drinking game. The penalty? Name how many women he'd been with. Before he could even answer, someone laughed. Come on! Everyone knows the prince is totally whipped. I mean, who else could even keep up with him? No other woman stands a chance. He just raised an eyebrow, cool as ever. 2. The room erupted. Everyone chimed in. As long as you keep it quiet, you're golden. She'll never find out. He smirked. Thing is, she's pregnant. I'm gonna make it official. The laughter kept going, but I went completely cold. The man who swore he'd never make me cry, he'd already moved on. I reached into my system. How much love does he still have for me? The familiar voice came right back. Still 100%. I froze, my voice cracked. And the other woman? The system went quiet for a second. Then, also 100%. I went stiff. The bitterness just spread. How can one man love 2 women with everything he's got? Subject 13. Per system protocol, you have less than 3 months before you die. I just sat there numb, dabbing the nosebleed that wouldn't stop. Deep down, I felt completely hollow. I'm giving you 3 days. If you still refuse to leave, I'll disappear from your world for good. And just like that, the system went silent. I wiped my nose and stared at the table. A full spread of cold dishes and longevity noodles. My throat tightened. I don't know how long I sat there before the door swung open. Nang Gongshun walked in, dressed in deep black. Aing, court ran long today. Sorry I couldn't make it back for your birthday. He set a jewelry box on the table and sat beside me, arm around my shoulder. Your birthday gift this year. Hope you like it. My heart sank as I opened it. A gold and jade hairpin carved with cloud patterns, identical to what he gave me the last 2 years. Same gift, 3 years in a row. That's how little I meant to him. The light in my eyes died. I closed the box. How thoughtful of you, my lord. I got up and walked to the inner room. My words wiped the warmth right off his face. He frowned. Fine, buy your own gift next year, I'm done. He snapped that out, peeled off his robe, and threw himself onto the bed. Looking at his cold expression, something in my chest seized up. Aksun, do you even know this is my last birthday in this world? I said nothing. I stepped behind the screen, changed out of my bloodstained dress, and got into bed. The second I lay down, Nang Gongshun scooted to the far edge. The candle flickered. I watched him pull away, and my eyes started to blur. There was a time he couldn't fall asleep without holding me tight. But ever since another woman's perfume started clinging to him, it felt like we were galaxies apart. Once someone falls out of love, even their body starts to pull away. Lin Shuiying, 10 years and you've got nothing to show for it. I didn't sleep at all. The next morning, the second I sat up, something warm rushed out of my nose out of nowhere. I looked down. A dark stain bloomed on the sheets, but like a plum blossom. Aing, you're bleeding! Nang Gongshun's expression shifted instantly. He grabbed a cloth and pressed it to my nose. I'm getting the doctor. He was already turning to call the servants. I grabbed his sleeve, voice barely above a whisper. It's just a heat flare. I'm fine. The nosebleeds had been happening constantly. I knew exactly why. The system's punishment. No doctor could explain it, because the real cause was Nang Gongshun's betrayal. He seemed to relax at my explanation, then immediately frowned again. A little heat and you're bleeding? You've been on a battlefield. You didn't used to be this fragile. He turned and left without looking back. That night, he came home very late. Snow was falling. He walked in through the cold, a dusting of white on his shoulders. Aing, brought you some hibiscus cakes. He set the paper bag on the table and gently brushed off the snowflakes. Eat them while they're warm. Got them from that old lady's stall in the West Alley. I stared at the bag in a daze, and it took me back. 7 years ago. A snowy night just like this. Nang Gongshun had dragged me to that same alley to buy hibiscus cakes. Snow coming down heavy, one hand shielding the warm bag, the other lifting his cloak to shelter me. That boy, hands red from the cold, with eyes only for me. It doesn't taste the same anymore. I looked away, back to the snow drifting silently past the window. I tried one, tastes exactly the same to me. His eyes flickered. He walked toward me. There's something I need to talk to you about. The Empress Dowager says the manor's too quiet, says we need more people around. At the end of the month, I'll be bringing a merchant's daughter home. I went blank. It felt like a hole had been ripped open in my chest, cold air rushing through. I'd known about the wealthy girl he was keeping on the side, but as long as he kept it hidden, I told myself he was like a tired bird. Eventually, he'd come back home. If he did, maybe the system would lift its punishment, but reality just slapped me hard across the face. He couldn't wait anymore. He was bringing her in. Nang Gongshun, you said I'd be the only woman in this house. My voice was shaking. A flash of guilt crossed his eyes. Then it was gone. That was a long time ago. I was young. I didn't mean it. Every man takes multiple wives. I'm a prince. This is just how it works. He looked at my pale face and let out a long, tired sigh. Every one of my brothers has a full household. I've had only you all these years. They all say I'm whipped. Are you really gonna let me be the laughingstock? I looked at his face, those sharp, handsome features, and felt nothing but bitterness. The same man who once swore he'd only ever love me, now calling that a joke. People really are something else.